Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Learning to DEX with your host, Code Ward. So today we're going to be learning about trust lines. What are they? Why are they used? And how do we use them? So first off, let's get connected. And as in my previous episode, we explained that we can connect to the DEX here using multiple different wallets like Ledger, Kobo, Decent, and XUMM. So again, for today's episode, we're going to use XUMM. So we're going to hit connect here. And in our XUMM app, we're going to open it up. And in the bottom tray in the middle, you'll see a scan icon. If you tap that there and you scan the icon, we're going to go through and accept the transaction request, which is giving XRPToolkit access to our XUMM wallet. And we've officially signed in. So let's start off here by explaining what is a trust line. So a trust line is basically a line of trust added to your XRP wallet that gives you access to a number of things, like a new asset or setting a trade on the DEX or the decentralized exchange here. Okay, now this is basically a anti-spam feature that was built into the XRP ledger to prevent bad actors from, well, acting in bad faith here. So without further ado, let's go through and see what adding a trust line is like. So for this example, we're just going to go down here and then add an asset. So for me, I already have Casino Coin added here. So what we'll do here today is we're going to add an asset. And in here, we'll select the asset to add. And as you can see, we have multiple different options here. For this example, we're going to use Solo or Sologenic. Okay. So what we'll do next is go and hit next. So this here is going to send a transaction request to our XUMM app, and there it is. So we're going to open up XUMM and review the request. So we have here type is update account assets, and we'll go through and we see here that it's requesting access to add Solo as an asset on our XRP account. So I'm going to accept that, and I'm going to put in my PIN, essentially signing the request. And now we can see that it's been submitted and it will be up for review here. And there we've succeeded. And up here we do see the Sologenic asset being added. If we go back to our account here, okay, you'll also notice, I'm not sure if you've seen it before, but our reserve was only 25 XRP, which was 20 for our base asset, and then 5 for each trust line. So now we have 20 for XRP, 5 for Casino Coin, 5 for Sologenic, which gives us a total reserve of 30 XRP. Now, if we were to go through and remove the asset here, let's take a look here. So we'll go into add assets as before. Alrighty, and we can go through and remove that asset just as easily as we added it by clicking the remove option here. Okay, so this is going to send a transaction request just as before, and this will be a trust set. And we're going to go through and we can see here that it's removing the asset. So in beautiful red letters. So we're going to accept that transaction. We're going to put in our PIN, assigning the request. And there we go. The request has been signed. And as soon as it's successful, we see Sologenic removed from our account trust lines here. So if we go back to our account overview, we'll see our reserve XRP balance is back to 25 XRP. So one thing to note here is that while assets require a trust line, so do trades. So if we go on our trade page here, and we have already selected CST to XRP pair, and we're going to go limit trades so that we can kind of catch ourselves in the middle of the spread here. So we'll select 100 CST, and we're going to set it for a price of 0.004, which, as we can see here, puts us right in the middle of that spread. So then we're going to hit place buy order, which again will send the transaction request to XUMM as an offer create. We'll review the transaction, accept it, and then we put in our PIN, signing the request. So the transaction's been submitted, And once it's gone through here, you'll see in our orders here, there's our buy order, and our buy order is on the books. Now, if we go back to our account, we're again back up to 30 XRP. So each trade that you have on the ledger here represents a trust line. This avoids spamming the ledger. And so if we go through and we remove that request, again, we'll have a notification push through to XUMM in just a moment here. Okay, here we go. So I didn't get a notification this time, I think because I was already in a transaction review state. So we'll go through and accept that request. Once again, signing our PIN or signing using our PIN. And now that that's been submitted there, we'll wait for that to process. Love the XRP ledger, man. 4 seconds for a transaction. Amazing. Bitcoin's king. Anyways, so we go back to our overview, and now that that trade's been canceled, we'll see XRP at 25 again. So the trust line is set for any trades as well. So as soon as a trade is filled or canceled, that reserve is returned or released. So you'll see that like our balance itself never changes. It's just what's held in reserve that changes. So that there is basically going through and adding a trust line, removing a trust line. What is a trust line? And yeah, so that there, ladies and gentlemen, is trust lines on XRPToolkit. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We are in Discord via casinocoin.chat, or you can also find me on Twitter as @CodeWard1. And that there, ladies and gentlemen, has been another episode of Learning to DEX with Code Ward. See you again soon. Bye for now.